Welcome, kings and queens, to At the King's Table. I am Bernard King, your host, your brother, your witness, and your reminder that today, divine purpose is undefeated. Let me speak prophetically over you before we go any further. When it's divinely yours, no enemy, no error, no earthly resistance can cancel what God has already wrote in the heaven and in the universe. This episode that we'll be discussing tonight at the King's Table isn't hype. It's a spiritual awakening. It's for those who are tired of waiting, tired of wondering, tired of questioning their value and purpose. If you're breathing, you're not behind. If you're broken, you're not disqualified. If you're burdened, you're still chosen. Today, we explore what happens when you stop chasing and start aligning with what's already yours. The blueprint of design and divine assignment. Let's begin with divine architecture. Before you were ever picked up in a dream, before you relied on, before you was walked away from or overlooked, before the first heartbreak, before the job loss, or the doctor's report, your divine assignment was drafted in the universe, in heaven. Before I formed you, I knew you, Jeremiah. That means your existence isn't random. Your assignment isn't negotiable. It is what it is. And your future is already finished in God's timeline. What stops most men and women isn't failure. It's unforgetfulness. We forget we were created on purpose, for a purpose, with a purpose attached to our obedience. So stop checking on other people's clock to verify your timeline. Your delay is not disqualification, it's divine positioning. How delay begins, or I should say how delay becomes a divine setup. Let's talk delays, because most of us mistake them for denials. But in divine timing, delays develop discipline, delays deepen faith, delays detox your circle of people around you. Delays align your character with your calling. Ask Joseph. He was delayed in a prison before he was positioned in a palace. Delayed forced him to trust what he couldn't trace or see. What if your delay isn't punishment, but protection from premature success? I have often prayed, Father, make me ready for what I'm praying for. Don't let me get it too early and mishandle it. I'm so grateful now that I can manage over the garden, right? I'm so grateful that I can handle the things that He has chosen to give me. Divine confirmation through warfare. Here's something, the world doesn't always teach us. Confirmation often comes through combat. The attacks in your life, the betrayals, the closed doors, they're normally evidence of something that's very divine on your life. And the world doesn't attack empty vessels or the enemy. David was chosen, and he was chased because he was chosen. You know what I mean? Even the Christ was crucified because he was the Christ. You're under pressure because you're being prepared to carry divine weight. These attacks are spiritual announcements of your assignment. So you have to know and repeat this. If I'm under attack, I'm under a covering. Many people say an anointing. Who you have to become to receive it. So let's shift the lens inwardly and let's deal with inward. Are you becoming the version of yourself who can hold what God is sending you. God isn't just preparing the blessing, He is preparing you. This means you have and you must let go of old identities. I had to do it. You must detach from broken patterns. You must rise in emotional, spiritual, and mental maturity. It's not easy. It takes time. When I went through my second divorce, I had to actually leave the area, and I went to a remote place. I went to the coast, and I just spent time with the universe. I spent time with the earth. I spent time with the water, the elements, and I needed that. And that was my refinement. God doesn't give keys to immature kings and queens. Your destiny requires a disciplined version of you. Let that sink in. I will not pray for what I'm not willing to become. The yes that activates everything. Let's talk about your yes. Not the performance-based yes. Not the yes with conditions, but the covenant yes that surrenders your comfort for your calling. When you say yes, doors open. You didn't knock on to opportunities. You didn't beg or find you. People aligned with your purpose start showing up. I'm telling you, it happens. But your yes will cost you comfort. Moses said yes and left Pharaoh palace. Abraham said yes and left everything that was familiar with him. Even Christ said yes and carried a cross. Your divine yes births supernatural alignment. I'm telling you, I'm living that right now. From my books that I've written, from my podcasts, from the album that I just produced and arranged. When you say yes, it aligns up supernaturally. Spiritual discernment over distraction. Now let's deal with distractions, because they are coming if they're not already in your life. Distractions are not always demonic. Sometimes they're just diverting your destiny. The enemy may not kill your purpose. He'll just dilute your focus. Examples, right? Relationships that mimic covenant but drain your soul. Business opportunities that feed your ego but starve your purpose. Comfort zones disguised as peace. Discernment is your compass in the fog. I often say, Father, teach me to see through spiritual eyes. Resistance before release. This segment is a spiritual gut check. Why do you feel resistance when you step forward towards your purpose? Because that's divine. Must be birthed through pressure. God uses resistance to build spiritual muscle, to refine your motives, and to keep you dependent on Him. Don't confuse resistance with rejection. It's the doorway to release. So say this: the fight I'm facing is proof I'm getting closer. Protecting what's already yours. Kings and queens, it's not enough to receive what's divine. You must guard it. You must protect it. You must protect your circle. Everyone can't come in. I'm telling you, you must protect your mind. Doubt is a thief. You must protect your speech. Life and death are in the tongue. You must protect your body. Discipline is protection. You must protect your time because you can't get it back. So let's affirm some things. I will not sabotage what heaven have handed me. I don't need everyone to believe in me. I just need to believe in what God have gave me. Legacy and inheritance. Divine purpose is never just about you. It's about legacy. It's about healing your bloodline, rewriting your family narrative, creating spiritual wealth for your children. You are the one, the bridge, the blueprint, the builder. Walk like legacy is watching, because it is. In closing this, I just got some affirmation in charge. Let me leave you with some divine declarations. Repeat after me, kings and queens. What is mine by divine right is already on the way. No man, no system, no delay can stop it. I will not rush, I will align. I walk like it already is mine. I protect what God gave me. I'm the fulfillment of a divine assignment. brothers and sisters, this has been At the King's Table with Bernard King. This table isn't about ego, it's about elevation. Remember this, you don't have to perform what's already promised. You don't have to chase what's already yours. You don't have to fear what's already finished. You are chosen. You are called. You are covered. Until next time, walk boldly, lead wisely, and never forget, what's divine can't be denied. I'm your host, Bernard King.